Boy, what's up, comrade? It's Tyler with Matt Graphics. I'm going to quickly show you how to navigate to a state, to select the state and then use that as a mask for your fills. But you can also apply the same method to any other version of MG Maps outside of these North America and United States centered versions. So you can, open up a the Europe high focus, high resolution focus version, or with the global files, and select like a country or something and apply this same method here. But in this case, we're going to use a state to select, and then we're going to contain the fills to a state. So to start, you're going to want to move the map to whatever state or region you're working with. When you first open up MG Maps, it'll probably be centered either here or some other random place, depending on what version you have open. This is the North America XL, so I'm just going to move over to Arkansas for the sake of this quick tutorial here. I'm going to select Arkansas and then contain the fills to the state. How to do this, you're going to open up the US High Resolution group here, select on US states. You're going to want to select the Magic Wand tool. Believe tolerance is set to 32 by default. I could be wrong. I don't think it affects it significantly if it's 0. But for tutorial's sake, I'll keep it at what I think is that default 32. We're going to select inside the state you want to select, and simple as that. You can head up here to modify, select modify and expand. I usually do this myself. Want to add 1 or 2 pixels. 1 pixel should work in this version. Sometimes you might have to add 2 pixels just to work with some of the thicker borders or outlines in some of the other mapping files, but these state borders aren't super thick, so this should do the trick, the 1 pixel. Now that we have that selection of the state, I'm going to head down to map fills and delete this default landlock fill mask. That's just basically all of the land it contains your fills to, so it doesn't overlap into the ocean. To delete it, you're just going to right click and hit delete mask or delete layer mask, and to apply your new one, you're just going to click on the apply layer mask button down there. And now when you paint inside this group that we just masked, all of your fills should be contained inside the state or whatever region you contained your fills to. So as you can see, it makes things pretty simple in regard to filling inside of a certain region. And you can also use this selection to add other effects to the state that aren't necessarily part of your forecast. So by creating a new layer and backfilling the state, I'll disable map fills. So I select the same mask of the state just by disable that by holding Control and then just left clicking the little icon there with your selection. Then it quickly reselects it for you. And with that selected, I'm just gonna hit Control backspace. It's an easy way to fill in Photoshop. The color doesn't matter because I'm just gonna lower that to 0 here. You can add a custom color if you want to, like if you did want to brighten the state or do the opposite and darken the state, you can. But I'm not going to do that. For this example, I will add a inner glow to the state here in case you want to, draw focus to the state, which helps in some cases. You can also add an outer glow, which also kind of helps draw focus to the interior of the state you're forecasting for, or whatever province or country or other government district you're forecasting for. You can add a drop shadow. Obviously, you probably wouldn't want a white drop shadow. And just by adjusting all this fun stuff here, it'll change the dynamics of your drop shadow. But yeah, hopefully that helps you figure out how to utilize masked fills for certain states and whatnot, and you don't have to utilize that default, just kind of landlocked map fills. All right, thank you, and hope this helps.